Okay, for the third video, third thing on Microbit, create a variable, the value of which can be changed based on the button is pressed. So if it's 1, we're going to set our variable to 1. Sorry, if A is pressed, we're going to set it to 1, 2, B is pressed, and so on. So what I need is I need a variable. Where's my variables? Variables. So I'm going to say a variable here. I'm just going to call it a name. Doesn't matter. I'm going to say I'm trying to think of a meaningful name, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to call it num, short for number. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to drag this out, and I'm going to drag in my variable, and I'm going to say set num to something. So I'm going to change that to B. So like I said, I'm going to say set num. So when A is pressed, num is 0. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say variable num, return the value of this variable. So I'm going to say basic show string forever. I'm going to take the variable num and I'm going to put it in there. So right now it's 0. By default, it looks like it gets set to 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this, and when B is pressed, I'm going to set this to 1. So right now, thinking, so it's right now it's set to 0, I press A, set to 0, I press B, I'm expecting this to change to 1. Let's see what happens. Oh, there we go. So B sets to 1, A sets to 0. So depending on what happens, it changes the value. Okay, number 4. I'll make another video for 4.